morning, everybody. Coach Darren here. Fitness over 50, where we don't grow old. No, we age like a fine wine. When I'm doing these badass boot camps, one of the questions people always ask me is, what kind of sneaker should I get? Can I use a running sneaker? Can I use just any shoe I find off the shelf that's on clearance? I always give them some advice, and there's 5 things I think that many people don't consider and get wrong when selecting a good cross-training sneaker. And that's the key, cross-training sneaker. The first one, you need to have a good sole. And that's S-O-L-E. Everyone should be a good sole, but this is what we're looking at right now, is the sole of the shoe. Running sneakers have very sharp edges. And that's because when you're running, you should only be going forward. When we're cross-training, like today we did plyometrics, we're jumping side to side. If you have a sharp edge and you go side to side, it's very possible you're going to roll your ankle because you got that sharp edge, it's just going to fall off. So a good training sneaker is going to have kind of a little bit of a rounded sole so that when you go side to side and you get onto the side of the shoe and then you jump back to the other side, you don't roll your ankle, which is very important. The other thing is you want to have good grip, because if you're doing, like plyometric lunges where you're jumping from lunge to lunge, you want it to grab the ground when it hits the ground. So you want a nice grip, a nice pattern on the bottom of the shoe that's going to give you a good grip. Puppy's getting upset again. So you want a nice grip. The next thing you got to look at is flexibility. You want the shoe to be flexible. You want it to be like the natural movement of your foot. So when you jump and you land on your toe to your ball to your heel of your foot, you want it to be a natural motion. If the shoe doesn't have enough flexibility and it just jumps down, then you're going to hurt your toe. Somebody's not happy. So you want to land, you want the shoe to have the flexibility for the landing, especially when you're jumping. And in lunges, you want the shoe to be able to move with good flexibility. All right, I'm going to grab my little buddy here, and she's going to help me with the video. Come here. All right. Say hello to everybody. Hi, I'm Daisy. We're talking about sneakers, okay? So tell them whatever you can about the sneaker. So next, it goes along with the flexibility. Oop, a little distracted here. You want to have enough cushion. You want to have enough cushion so that when you land, it's soft. And you want some of that cushion to be in the front, because like I said, when you're jumping, you want to land on your toe to the ball to the heel. You don't want to just jump and land on your heel and jolt your entire body. The way that you get kind of the shock absorber effect is by going from the toe to the ball to the heel. So you want there to be some cushioning up front as well as in the back, but not too much. You don't want the shoe to be too high, otherwise you're going to risk falling. The next feature that you need to look for is proper sizing. It's critical to get a shoe with proper sizing. If your shoe is too tight or too loose, you're going to have problems. If it's too tight, you're going to be way uncomfortable. If it's too loose, it's going to roll around and you're going to end up getting injured. And you want the width to be a good fit. Not only the length, but the width. So if you have wide feet, you got to look for wide shoes. It's really important to get proper sizing to avoid injury. Like I said, if it's too loose, it's going to roll around. If it's too tight, it's going to constrict blood flow, and it's eventually not going to feel very good. And the final thing many people get wrong is they look at fashion. They look at, oh wow, this is a pretty shoe. and then they select the shoe just completely based on the way that it looks. They don't care about the function. You got to really look at the function of the shoe and make sure that it's doing what you need to do. It's hard to believe, but sneakers are designed for specific functions. You want a cross-training sneaker for cross-training. You want a running sneaker for running. You want a tennis shoe for tennis. You want, cleats for baseball. You want different kind of cleats for soccer. That all these shoes are specifically designed for certain kinds of movement that sport involves. So when you're looking at your new sneaker, make sure that it has a good sole, that there's plenty of flexibility, it has good cushioning, you got the proper size, and you chose the function over the fitness. Anyway, Puppy's getting a little tired of this. This is not the most exciting stuff for her. Please give me a comment, a little thumbs up, or a little heart, and let me know what you think about picking out the right kind of sneaker for working out. I'll see you all tomorrow.